This is Crime Cruise, Love Boat Exposed. Saturday on the Love Boat. The podcast that hunts down and tears apart shenanigans on this classic TV show.
I see an awful lot of bodies who really have nothing to be ashamed of.
When laws, morals, and behavior go rogue.
She's a student of marine biology, and I know a lot of Marines who like to study her biology.
We are there.
Saturday on the Love Boat, Julie's game to join an all-male club, but she's shocked at the things they ask her to do.
Now, from Studio 109, welcome aboard.
I think it's time you and I got to know each other better. A man is very lonely at sea.
Yes, I can imagine.
You have found the place where laws, morals, and behaviors go rogue.
100%.
This is Crime Cruise Love Boat Exposed.
Hi, Season Low Morals.
Ah, yes, we are back for another week of shenanigans.
Shenanigans, tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. You know, every now and then there's some horseplay.
Yeah,
too.
I'd say so.
I remember as a kid going to swimming pools and seeing that sign, no horseplay. Mm-hmm. You'll never see that phrase anywhere else but
I don't
swimming.
think I've seen a sign. I don't think I've seen horseplay mentioned in a very long time now that I think about it.
Have you gone to public swimming pools?
I try to stay away from most public locations. So, no, I've not been to a public swimming pool.
When was your last visit to a public swimming pool, Producer Caleb? Think very hard.
It
could be at a hotel.
I think. Besides hotels, I went to one last year when I was living out your way.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Did it have the no horseplay sign?
I'm sure of it. Yeah. Knowing that public swimming pool I went to, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is Crime Cruise Love Boat Exposed. Again, welcome. This is, on our calendar, it says episode 21. We're in 1979. We got to be in March 1979 at this point. So Producer Caleb, he pulls the clips. We watch them. We act as a judge, jury, and executioner of all the wrongdoings that happen on the Love Boat, that hot little series from the 70s. And you know what? I think we may just jump in on this one. And
Rob, I'm going to fact check you real quick. Season 2, episode 21 was released February 17th, 1979.
Okay, we're in February.
Okay. So it's
still in Feb. So it looks like episodes come out once a week. So the episode 20, which was our last week episode, came out in February 10th.
Okay.
Well, thank you,
that makes
Producer
sense.
Caleb.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I always enjoy a fact check.
Yeah.
At my expense, sure. Always. So we're running towards the end of season 2. Does it say how many episodes there are in season 2, Producer Caleb?
Yes, there is.
God, what do we got?
27.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, we're rounding the corner.
Yeah.
That puts us not too many from the end. And then we'll do some kind of season 2 recap show. And we'll all take a vacation.
Okay, that sounds great. On the Love Boat.
Yeah.
Then we'll focus on like Three's Company. No, we'll come back.
We should actually have a company pay us to go onto a cruise and do our show from a cruise ship.
Speaking of the Love Boats, I was in California not too long ago, and we were driving on the highway, stuck in LA traffic. So a 2-mile distance took us 3 hours.
Yep.
And we're listening to the radio, and my ears pinged because I heard the Love Boat, the Princess Cruise. There was an advertisement for it, and they were using the Love Boat to drag people in.
Yeah.
They're like, go on the same cruise that the Love Boat was filmed in. I was like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
I
think we should go. I think we should go on our Princess Cruise and set up shop.
We probably at some point.
It'd be fun.
Maybe next year or the end of this year, maybe we see if we could do a little fan cruise.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Get a little catamaran. I'm just kidding. We'll have more fans than that on the boat.
No, catamaran's just about right. We'll have a dinghy.
Okay.
No.
I bet Diddy's yacht would be available. We could probably buy that.
The Diddy yacht.
The Diddy yacht.
Whew, I'd like that. Mm-hmm. Needs a thorough cleaning.
Oh.
Sure. All right, folks. Here we go. We're just going to roll into the show.
I'm ready.
Let's jump straight in.
We're looking at a still frame. It's got someone rolling luggage onto the Love Boat. Oh, no.
Oh, dear. I do hope I brought enough to wear.
When you consider the steamer trunks went on ahead, it appears sufficient, madam. Thank you. Okay, Sharon?
See to it that the dogs are put right into the kennels.
They're already there, madam.
Oh. All the silverware must be polished. And, the gardener. the last time he overwatered my zinnias. Now, you will speak to him about that, won't you?
Rest assured, madam, it's all taken care of.
Okay. Well, that was a very wealthy older woman.
That was a very wealthy older woman. May I ask you one quick technical question? Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay, because it just says paused up there, so I was nervous.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay. So, what I would like to say is, one, how long is she staying on this boat? Because she brought like 7,000 bags.
Yes.
It's just a week. It's a week cruise.
And did she bring the dogs onto the boat with her and they're in kennels? Or are they at like kennels away offshore?
I think they're kennels away because there's no dogs in this episode. I remember this episode a lot better than last week.
Okay.
Well, this woman looks like she's going to be a handful.
Her head is wrapped in kind of scarves.
Oh, don't you remember those things back
Yeah,
in the day?
I do.
I remember all like chic women wore those like those head turbans.
Gosh, I barely remember, but just...
My grandma had one. My great aunt had one. And hers, I think, even had like a brooch in the middle. I mean, she was doing all the
Her
things.
and her chauffeur, whatever the hell he is, assistant, kind of a continental British accent. The two of them sort of feel like they were old actors from back in the days of golden Hollywood, the way they're carrying themselves. I don't know. I'll have to look up who the older woman is. I mean, it's like Helen Hayes or one of those characters.
There's one thing that we missed in this clip that we watched. Now, our listeners, they wouldn't be able to spot it out. I think you know where I'm going with this, Rob, because I saw you like look over.
Charlotte, right?
Yes. So as we see this lady, this very, very wealthy old lady, come out and with her 40 bags of luggage, there was something that didn't really sit right with me with who was carrying her luggage. And just the implications of it. It was a African-American man who was her servant.
Seems like it.
I'm trying to walk this very carefully because I don't want to say something bad.
No,
but
well, look, let's just be honest. We don't see that many African American people on the Love Boat. Period. And I think I think the word is black now. But like,
true.
really, we don't. I mean, the only black consistent character is Isaac, and then they might bring in JJ whatever.
JJ Walker.
Yeah. But I mean, there's not many.
Well, hold on. Remember, they had friend of the family of Isaac back in I think our episode 17, who was an ex-convict.
Right, but and also remember back to the first or second episode, we had Suzanne Summers getting off the boat and having her black roommate carry all of her baggage.
That came to mind, and I was actually wondering if any of us were going to bring that up. It was one of those can of worms things that I'm glad you did bring it up, Producer Caleb. It easily overlooked that a black dude is rolling luggage for a rich lady, and he's just sort of a prop. So almost an extra, I guess you could say. He was an extra, I'm sure, on Love Boat. And it does stand out through the lens of modern times. God knows. It didn't.
Well, that's because in a casting office, someone was like, we got to cast this role, get a black guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just where it was.
Well, on that note.
But you do make a good point, Charlotte, how like majority of the black characters that we see on the show, either they're extras or not, they've never been portrayed in like a good light, really.
No.
There have been sleazeballs, or they've been stereotypes, or they've just been what we've seen in this episode, like right here, and then also in episode 2, season 1.
Right.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate.
There was an episode, Lola Falana, who was a big song and dance woman and an actress too from back in the day, was a woman of color, and Isaac was trying to make a play for her by pretending he was a rich philanthropist.
Oh, yes.
And she was one of those rare characters when they actually have someone of importance that is black. So it doesn't happen often. You guys are right. So here's what happens next.
Let's go.
Well, Sherman, how nice of you to come and see Lucas off.
Oh, I'm not seeing him off, Millicent. I'm sailing too. But I miss your birthday. Now here's a little bon
Father and
voyage
son and
for you.
ex-wife?
Could I please have a word with you?
Of course.
He's got dentures.
What are you doing here?
Well, he's my son, too.
Now you know the rules.
Oh, come on, Millie. I bought a ticket. There's no law against that.
Now the court made it very clear. I've got custody of Lucas, and you have him alternate weekends.
Alternate weekends.
Alternate weekends.
Yes.
Again, security. Second of all, this dad, obviously, I have a feeling that these two are going to make up by the end of the show.
Yep.
I have a feeling their family is going to be pulled back together. But yeah, I don't.
They're doing a heavy British sort of
Well, it's just weird that they're all standing there watching this whole thing go down, and it's just like he's giving his kid a present, and he's like, "Of course I'm here. I bought a ticket." And I don't know.
Like this, like again, I don't think there's a security issue because he bought a ticket, but more so just like a child custody legal issue.
Right.
Because,
Well, we don't know if they have a restraining order either.
Well, even though, but she just said like, well, you know the law, the rules are set by the judge. With the custody battle is I have him. This is my week. It's not your week. So why are you here? You're breaking that rule that was made.
He's doing that,
which says a lot about him. Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, it's all bad news, and it is a security issue, and you always bring that up.
Always.
And you are right about that because who knows? There may be a restraining order.
Yeah.
Julie and Gopher.
What?
And
Hayley Mills.
Oh my!
What?
It's my
What
T-shirt. It's come to life.
Shall we look?
Look at this, Julie. It's her.
Gopher, you're undressing.
It's her. Tyson. It's her, Miss Tyson. Miss Tyson, I can see you.
As you were.
let me stop for a second. So
Was that Hayley Mills?
I don't know. I look like maybe
Okay,
back
maybe.
in the day. I'm not sure. Gopher sees this like celebrity blonde who's all the thing, and he stops immediately. He's talking to Julie, and he runs towards her, and he trips and hits his head, and now he seems to be dreaming.
I feel like he's in a Wizard of
Got
Oz
it.
situation.
It is Hayley Mills.
Woo!
You were right.
Holy shit, I don't even know who that is.
Boom, boom, boom. You don't know who Hayley Mills is? She was the original girl from The Parent Trap, Hayley Mills.
No, don't know.
Pollyanna?
She must have slipped through.
Polly, she's
that's
Pollyanna.
her.
She's the original, from The Family Trap.
Oh. See, I missed that part of my childhood.
Well, I did not because my mother
First
had
time.
Well, my mom had to pay Blockbuster because my sister and I watched Pollyanna and The Parent Trap, the original ones, so many times that we ended up screwing up the tape.
She was the
VCR
original
tape.
Pollyanna?
Yes, she is
With
Pollyanna.
the hair and the back in the day, the original.
She is the one that falls out of the window.
All right. Well, let's just see
I'm
where
a
this
Hayley
goes.
Mills fan.
So Gopher has hit the floor, and let's see, he's in a dream sequence where he's just imagining things.
Folly.
Oh, if you had broken it.
I'm going to stop this for a second.
Okay.
So, the captain is grabbing Hayley Mills, and Gopher's dressed like Napoleon?
Because Gopher hit his head. I think Gopher's had a concussion when he was running over trying to see her, and then he went into like a, oh, you're sleeping, pretty, like a Wizard of Oz kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think this is a dream.
Yeah, total dream. Strange dream. Why is he Napoleon?
Shortman complex.
He's just daydreaming. He's like fascinated, like fantasizing about. Yeah, there was this whole episode was like nearly, I want to say 2 hours long.
Oh, gosh.
And majority of it was Gopher just daydreaming.
Oh.
And those sequences went on for a long time. So I don't think I kept most of them. I think
That's fine.
I want to say maybe it's just this one, but
So this is a very Gopher-centric episode.
it's I think it's also a very Isaac episode too.
Yay!
Oh, good.
Let's bring in Isaac.
And Gopher showing his very short range of comedic acting.
Yeah, it's very short.
Here we go.
You could be arrested for what you're thinking.
It's Gopher
Sure.
and Isaac and Julie.
I think that Cupid's arrow has pierced our purser.
I'd marry her tomorrow. Well, why don't you introduce yourself and ask her out to dinner?
Dinner? Oh, I couldn't do that. Excuse me. I don't want to keep her waiting.
Change your mind.
Gopher grew some balls.
Yeah. He's going up to her.
Hi. We haven't been formally introduced.
Oh, hello. I'm Shell Tyson.
I'm
This is our assistant purser, Gopher Smith.
Was wondering.
there you are, Miss Tyson. I forgot to ask, would you care to dine at my table this evening?
Oh, thank you, Captain. I'd like that very much.
Oh,
My
goodness.
pleasure.
I'm sorry. What was it you wanted to ask me, Gopher?
Would you autograph my underwear?
Oh, well, that's rather forward.
There's nothing scarier, I don't think, for a celebrity than to have someone come up to you and slowly start unbuttoning your shirt to reveal the fact that their face is plastered on your T-shirt underneath.
It gives me just like stalker vibes
Oh,
and just
totally.
like
100%.
stuff that it just kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and once again, that thing of the crew dating and just having sex with the passengers, just free fall always, free for all always.
Yes.
All right, next scene, folks.
There she is.
Gopher's watching her again.
Julie, do me a favor, please. Look, please, just put in a good word for me. You know, just tell her I'm sexy. Yeah.
He's daydreaming again.
Sexy.
More champagne, darling?
Oh, go. Just being alone with you is intoxicating enough.
Oh, good Lord.
Intoxicating enough.
He's dressed up with his hair slicked back, trying to look like James Bond a little bit.
Yeah.
But he looks kind of like Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover. Oh,
Glover,
my gosh.
yes, yeah.
I haven't thought about that dude in years.
Looks just like him. Weird.
I saw him in Los Angeles sitting. It was so perfect. Sitting at the Magic Castle. At the end of the bar, just sitting there by himself, drinking whiskey, and he was just chilling.
Is that a bar open to the public? You have to have an invite.
Well, you have to have an invite and you have to have a reservation. Like you have to be admitted, which I was.
Right,
it was fun.
I think I forgot to mention it in the last clip, but when Gopher introduced himself to Hayley, he started stuttering again. And I don't think this is the first time that they've made fun. Well, specifically Gopher making fun of like a speech impediment.
You're right. They have made fun of a speech impediment before.
And I'm pretty sure it was Gopher last time also, just like it is today. And he's like, that's just,
Yeah, it's not okay.
I guess it's not okay.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not directly aiming, but I get it. Nowadays, you couldn't put this on TV because of what you both are seeing.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do, to police this past show through the microscope.
Mm-hmm. Rob, I'm really sad that you missed like the Hayley Mills part of your life. You didn't see that darn cat, like any of that kind of stuff.
Oh,
like
I
she was a Disney legend.
Oh, wait. I saw all those Herbie the Love Bugs and that darn cat. I guess I
She's
just
a
didn't.
Disney legend. This
I guess
Hayley
I just
Mills.
never consciously knew there was a Hayley Mills. The kind of cute, rambunctious girl. I saw a few clips from that Pippi Longstocking, but not enough to really know who she was. I'm out in the cold on this one, folks. And you know what? Let's go to a commercial.
Whoop, whoop.
We'll be right back with more Love Boat Exposed. Go to loveboatexposed.com to send us a message, leave a voicemail, or learn more about the show and our team. Who knows? You might just be invited to the captain's table.
It's a pleasure to welcome you aboard. I'm speaking for my entire crew.
The pleasure is all Gopher's in this episode as he daydreams his way to oblivion and imagines himself with Hayley Mills.
Do you want to hear something really funny?
Yeah.
I just looked up my friend, Hayley Mills. She has a child named Crispin. How weird is that?
Oh, my God.
That we just said that name twice in one show and you never hear anyone named Crispin.
And wow.
Yep.
It's like we're just connecting dots.
I know. I love it.
Hey, look at that. There's a freeze frame. Does he not look like Crispin?
Absolutely.
I see it. It's specifically Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is right here.
I agree. 100%.
And there's a great backstory in that part 2 where they didn't hire him because he didn't, whatever.
He sued them.
And he won.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense why I'd be pissed too.
That character just remained in the background and they hired a guy that looked just like him.
Well, they also used like a face mold to make him look even more like him.
Yeah,
and that's why he sued. Like,
effed up. All right, here we go, folks.
Well, Bertram, your dancing certainly seems to have created a sensation.
My only expertise, sir, is behind the steering wheel.
Oh.
Would you like to pretend that I'm the Rolls Royce and steer me around the dance floor for once?
What the hell is what, old folks? What are you doing?
What are these old folks doing?
Keep it in your pants. Put
This
it
is
in a
before
room.
Viagra too, right?
Wow, before Viagra.
Yeah.
Well, she ain't needing Viagra. She's getting all warm.
I'm sorry, you can't convince me that guy can still get it up. He looks like he's 87 years old.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
They're very proper people.
Oh, yeah, proper. They're probably proper in bed, too. Oh, honey.
I gotta look up that
Just
older
go to
lady.
the left a little.
I'm sure it's some old actress, probably some name we all know. Producer Caleb, if you don't mind, as we roll this next clip, can you see if those two old coots are folks that we know from back in the day, or that's some?
Yeah, and I will give you guys some context. So the old lady, the rich old lady that we just saw, she went on this cruise just to, as like a little vacation. And then she ran into the chauffeur and she was like, "What are you doing here?" And he goes, well, this is whenever you go on holiday, that's the only time I can go on holiday. So I bought a cruise. I found like a pamphlet in your mail. And so I bought a ticket to this cruise. And then I saw you coming over here and I was like, oh, well, guess I'm on vacation here too.
That is not bad writing. I mean, it's that kind of.
But is the chauffeur and the old lady going to hook up?
I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, we don't want to see, but I mean.
No, I don't want to see.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah.
Because you know what, Charlotte? Making love does exist with those age folks.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope people are still pounding it out.
Those two people, they're probably like
42 years old.
Yeah, it's that age
They probably are,
thing
I know.
that happens here back in the 70s.
So weird.
They look to us like they're 80 and they may just be 40, like
Yeah.
you said. And onward.
You really have got a nerve. First you come on this cruise uninvited, and now you're trying to sabotage my vacation with my son.
He's my son, too, and I've got a right to see him.
Not on my time.
Ooh, it's that couple again.
Well, again, it's parents putting a kid in the middle of their bickering and fighting, and it happens all the time.
Huh.
Oh my gosh, Caleb looks very impressed by something.
So the old man, the chauffeur, he is apparently like a really big British actor, and he was like on Mr. Bean and like other like huge things in England. His name is John Mills.
I don't know him.
I wonder if he's related to Hayley.
Oh, Hayley Mills, John Mills. Huh.
And then the old woman, her name is Celeste Holm.
Yeah,
and
okay. I think
I'm sure other people know things that she's in, but nothing's standing out to me. I'm Touched by an Angel.
Right.
She's in a couple episodes of that.
Later in life stuff. She was like, I think, in the golden age of Hollywood when there'd be big billboards and spotlights and.
Well, it does say that Hayley Mills is the daughter of Sir John Mills.
Wait a second.
Oh no!
That's what it says.
So,
but I don't know if he's Sir John Mills.
He is Sir John Mills. He is.
That's her dad.
He is. Oh my god!
We have a British-centric episode because that other bitch is speaking with an accent too. Look at us. We are putting together Easter eggs like rock stars today.
Man, that is good.
Yeah.
Crispins.
We got the Hayley Mills. We got the John Mills. We got all the Mills.
Shit. And Crispin Glover was probably Glover. Crispin Glover was probably 6 when this was on, but yet he looked like wow. All right.
I like this.
Oh, shit.
And I wonder if he's Sir John Mills because the Queen knighted him because of his acting.
Isn't that how? Yeah.
That's sort of like, unless, because I don't think you're born a Sir, are you, Caleb? As you know these things.
You have to be knighted.
Okay, you have to be knighted.
So it does look like those two older folks are exactly that, just golden age Hollywood big actors. There you go. Huh.
I love this episode.
Solved. We're like Scooby-Doo solving
Dude,
shit.
I'm telling you.
We're crushing it.
Crushing.
Okay, there's the wife, the ex-wife to the son.
Hi.
It's the ex-husband.
I knocked. Is Lucas up?
No, he's not. Come back later, okay?
On his birthday? I can't let him sleep it away.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
He's run away.
Oh, no, he's not there.
He's gone.
But it's his birthday.
He probably wanted to get away from you guys. That's probably the only present he wanted is to get away from both.
So we kind of overlooked the last clip because we were having that big eureka moment.
Yeah.
The divorced parents were fighting, and the young kid, he heard it all, and so he's ran away. He's run away because I don't know if it's in here. I'll spoil it now, but he believes that he's the reason his parents have separated.
Well, kids always, unfortunately, believe that. But can we get back to like what really just happened in that room? That woman had on a nightgown that covered every square inch of her body, from her neck to her feet. That is the biggest cover-up of a female in their cabin we have seen. I mean, she was in like a freaking like outfit.
I think if you look up the word frock in the dictionary, that's
exactly. I mean, I even think it had the freaking frills at the top that came down. It was unbelievable.
Very British and proper. All right. Just gonna, press play.
Okay.
The right button. There we go.
Hey.
They found the boy.
I've been looking all over for you.
Yeah, happy birthday, son. You should see the presents you have to open.
I don't want any presents. I want to talk. What's the matter, Lucas? I'm sorry. It's my fault you don't get along. It's my fault you broke up.
Lucas, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. In fact, your mom and I are getting back together again.
What?
The world made you say that?
I don't know. He looked so sad, it just popped out.
He looks so sad, so I'm just going to lie to him. And also, he looks so sad sitting there saying, it's my fault. And then his dad is basically just like, no, you're stupid. You're wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about. Like, it didn't validate anything that poor kid was trying to muster up. And another thing, sorry, I'm going off about this. You could not, this day and age, be missing your child on a cruise ship and not have Amber Alerts going off your phone, people freaking out, speaker systems, and they're just like, okay with that. Oh, here you are.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that the guy had a really bad toupee and rouge on as well.
Well, I also don't like how pushy he's being. Like, it's clear this woman is like, stop. And he's like, no, I'm the father too. I'm here too. I'm going to tell him we're getting back together.
He's cornering her.
He's bringing her
but he's trying to play like the good dad card to try to get away with all of it. Well, I can't miss my son's birthday.
It's manipulation. There's no good dad card about this. This is classic manipulation.
Wonder if that kid became a big actor.
I don't know about the kid, but I just didn't like that scene because not only is the kid like distraught and upset that he believes that he's the reason that his parents don't get along, his dad then on top lies about it. And once the kid finds out that the dad lied about it, then that's just going to explode an even worse case of like, I don't know, he's going to be in therapy for a minute.
Or what's even going to put him in therapy is this poor woman's going to cave and end up being stuck with this dude she doesn't like while the whole kid is growing up. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen.
Loveless marriage.
Oh, yeah, they're apparently rampant.
Okay, the 8-year-old's name is Keith Coogan. The grandson of legendary character actor Jackie Coogan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another golden age actor. Grandson. Yeah, they're going for like, a reach backwards on this thing. Coogan.
I like it.
Hopefully he turned out okay, those child actors.
I know, well, I just watched a documentary about all that shit.
He was in Python. That really awful TV movie.
I don't know what that is. All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
And maybe, just maybe, what you've decided is not what I want.
Good girl.
Now, you came on this cruise uninvited, and you've made a complete shambles of it for everyone. I really think it would be better if you left. When we dock in Acapulco
Good
tonight,
for her.
you better just fly home.
Maybe I ought to call Dad.
Lucas.
Maybe he took a nap or overslept.
Oh.
No, sweetheart, he didn't take a nap.
He's okay, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he's fine. Lucas, today, when your father said that we were getting back together...
Uh-oh.
Well,
You're
Oh, God.
not getting back together.
no. I think he left the ship.
What a scum.
And
This poor kid is literally like elephant tears. Elephant tears are coming
He's
out of this
leaving
kid's
wreckage
face.
everywhere.
But then I think it just makes it worse. Like, his mom's been like a pretty good person, but just out of nowhere, like, hey, I know it's your birthday, but A, your dad lied, and B, he ran away.
Yeah, he's gone. He now lives in Mexico.
Yeah.
That would destroy me. That would ruin me for my whole life.
Yeah, it's so 0%, as we know, her fault. He already had this bad situation that he compounded and ran from the wreckage he created.
Of course, like a dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is another freaking like holy crap moment.
Oh, good.
So the kid who's going to be in therapy for his whole life, because of his parents. Right. He was the voice of the fox in The Fox and the Hound.
Oh, wow, get that out. That movie made me cry like a baby.
I can guarantee you this kid is doing well.
Excellent to hear.
I love that. Makes me happy when a kid actor turns it around.
Finally a little bit of uplifting news.
Yeah.
If you ever get to the Big Apple, you stay at my place.
All right.
Is that Reggie
And if you
Jackson?
play your cards right,
it is.
I got a little pull, I might be able to get you some tickets to a game in the front row.
Solid.
Isaac and Reggie Jackson.
Classic.
That wasn't who I thought it was it?
Is, was, and always will be.
Imagine that. I was on the same ship as OJ Simpson.
Oh Oh my God. Oh my God. They are so. Oh my God.
Did that just happen?
That 100% just happened.
Oh, it's an insult to
and first of all, no one knew what OJ was going to end up doing later in his life. But like the fact that they're confusing black people is so up. I mean, that is, and also you, Doc, for not having any idea who anybody is.
Just take the acting part away and the roles away.
It's just terrible. I can't even believe they got through the writer's room.
And then Reggie Jackson is
Reggie Jackson.
Come on in, Reggie. We'll give you a little guest spot. I'd love it, but then we're going to pretend you're another black dude.
Yeah.
So even in real life, this sucked.
Yeah, even in real life, it did suck.
It's going to make it a lot worse because throughout that whole storyline, Isaac and Reggie, they're good friends. So that's like the thing. They start off like, hey, we're good friends. But Reggie was like, hey, I don't want anyone to know that I'm Reggie Jackson. I just want to have a cruise without any like celebrity interactions. I just want to be a normal person this week. And Isaac was like, yeah, I got you. Don't even stress about that. Like if anyone asks, I'll just say, no, you're not Reggie Jackson. You're just like someone who looks like him. And then Reggie sees this girl who he's really into. And he goes, all right, Isaac, I want people to know I'm Reggie Jackson I told her and she doesn't believe me. And so Isaac was like trying to play it all up. And then that happened. And so like it's just this whole storyline was basically like pretending to be someone who he isn't and just like mischaracterizing him. And
well,
that was a bad last line.
It really was. And I'm going to try to end this whole episode on the bright side. By saying it's really good to see Reggie Jackson, who was so iconic, and me being from New York and having the baseball cards and Yankee fan for so many years, seeing Reggie Jackson preserved in ember, the ember of the Love Boat.
Yep.
It's always there, and those that never watched baseball or only heard of Reggie Jackson and the run that the Yankees did back in the day, they still get to see and hear that Reggie Jackson or OJ Simpson is on this episode.
Right.
And again, my mind didn't even go to the murderous OJ Simpson.
Right,
That's a whole nother level. But man, producer Caleb, you really strung together quite an episode.
I know, especially for 2 hours. You did a good job.
Of horror, of dog barks, and whatever. I'm left a little bit speechless.
I am too. I think we should just leave it at that. It's just like, why?
Yeah, and we were just talking on the last episode about the stature of black people on the Love Boat and trying to make the case for it. And it seemed we had the case made for it with Reggie Jackson, all to end in a fiery crash.
Yes, fiery crash.
Oh, producer Caleb, what do we do?
We just keep moving forward. It's only downhill from here.
It is only downhill from here. Wow. Let's see what happens next time.
It's kind of like the Love Boat has something to prove as they head towards season 2's finish line. Producer Caleb,
tell them what to do.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. And make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll see you all on the Love Boat next week.
We're sailing away, but we will be back with a new episode of Crime Cruise, Love Boat Exposed. Make sure to subscribe. We're on all your favorite podcast platforms. And connect with us at loveboatexposed.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but I have duties on the bridge. Good evening.